Yeah, welcome back to class. Right now, I will be taking you through the journey of denotation, connotation, and figure of speech. I say denotation, connotation, hyphen, figure of speech. So, and I want you to listen attentively so I can do one or two things at the end of this lecture. Now, follow me as I read. Join me as I read. Denotation is the dictionary meaning of words. The literary meaning conforms to the sense in which a word is normally used. What they are saying in essence that any word that they are used as far as any sentence or statement is concerned, when you check the dictionary meaning, it will mean the same thing the speaker intend meaning. The actual thing the speaker means is what exactly the thing means. The exact meaning, the dictionary meaning, no additional, no subtraction. The same way it means, that is what we call it denotation. It is the dictionary meaning of words. The literary meaning of word equally called denotation meaning. It is a neutral or ordinary meaning as contained in the dictionary. It is the exact meaning of words. Notation, it is the exact meaning of each word in the dictionary. So I believe with this now you have understand what we mean by denotation. Anytime you come across it, you know what we mean by denotation. Two or more words are used denotatively when we refer to the dictionary meaning of such words. Now, take for instance, let's go to the example without wasting our time. Take for instance, number one, you may say, the goat has eaten all the yam. The goat has eaten all the yams. You can see now this is literary meaning, exact meaning. The next one you may say, number two, everybody attends the school. This one is also what? It's also dictionary meaning. So we have a lot of them. For the sake of time, we need to move forward. We need to do what? We need to move forward. Look at this word now. Say it is trading that brings profit. That is the truth. When you do business, we usually generate profit. This is a straight talk. Direct meaning. Now look at the next example. See, Nigeria is a multi-ethnic nation. Nigeria is a multi-ethnic nation. It's talking about the ethnics. That we have several ethnics, many ethnics in Nigeria. Now that is the truth. The exact statement, the exact meaning, the same meaning, literal meaning. Now look at what we want to work on now. Next example, we may say under denotation, we may say it is often a crime. Look at it. It is often a crime to be lazy. This reason is not perfect. It's telling us that it is not good to be lazy. I get it, but that's not where we're going. Look at the next one now. Next one say lazy people. There's one thing I want to fish out there. Lazy people cannot do worthwhile things. Cannot do worthwhile things. What this statement actually means that lazy people cannot do anything good, cannot achieve anything good. That is the exact meaning. It's condemning laziness. That laziness is not good. It is good to be hardworking. It is good to be industrious. Now, that's not where we are going. Where we are going is that the literal meaning of laziness means what? Check it now. The literal meaning of lazy means is unwilling. Get it? unwillingly, to work, unwillingly to work, or doing little work, unwillingly to work or doing little work. That is the meaning of laziness. That is the dictionary meaning of laziness. By what? By the advanced dictionary. You can check it. Advanced learner dictionary. You can check it to confirm. So, which means that when you're talking about denotation, we mean the dictionary meaning of that word. Now we have to proceed because we have a long way to go. Now, this word is now telling us the second part. Remember, we are dealing with denotation, connotation, and or hyphen figure of speech. Now, I say we should mind our connotation. We should mind our connotation in our sentence and in our interaction with people. Now, another aspect of the word meaning, which changes according to the absolute or figurative construction of each sentence, is connotation. Now, when we mean that denotation is the exact meaning, that means when we are referring to connotation why can be varied according to how it is structured in the passage. Connotation it is beyond dictionary meaning. It is beyond dictionary meaning, beyond literary meaning. Are you getting it? Depends on how it is used on the passage. Now, it is the extra meaning. Can you get it now? It is the extra meaning. Extra meaning given to a particular word. To a particular word, dictionary meaning given to a particular word. Extra meaning given to what? A particular word. It is the metaphoric uses of a word. The metaphoric uses of a word. At times, the word may be used idiomatically. It might be used idiomatically in a proverbial way. That's what we are saying here. Idiomatically, which should make you to rack your brain before you can get the actual meaning of that word. Now, it is frequently used in expression to impress, to color. Denotation connotation rather can be varied according to how it is used, to how it is used in a passage. In a passage, how it is used in a passage matters because it goes beyond the dictionary meaning. Now, you may see in this sense, a connotation itself is the one that leads to figure of speech. It leads to figure or speech. It's a link to figure of speech. It is a link to figure or speech. Remember the definition of it. So connotation. So let's move forward. When we go forward, you'll be able to understand more. Now, connotation are frequently used In expression, to impress is to make you happy, to color, to taste, to feeling, to shape, to manner, to delicacy. This is an ingredient that makes your sentence to come alive, to make it sound sensibly, to make it appear interesting, to make it sound humorously and interesting, and as well as specific emphasis to an expression. Now let's look at these expressions. It said, look at the first examples. It said, the road on earth is never smooth, but full of freaks, thorns, and scrabbling faces. So it's telling us that this life is not an easy life. It's not easy. To make this life is not easy. This life is not a smooth road at all. It's full of galloping here and there. Things are not going always as well planned. When you plan, something happens that will really change your plans. That's why I compare it to thorns, pinks, scrabbly faces, not happy faces at all. Always annoyed, always frown faces, no smiling faces. Now the next example says, she was advised to stop trading with her life. This is what? A proverbial way of saying. This is a ridiculous way of saying. This is not a plain words. Maybe such person is, maybe she is a prostitute or something similar to that. So she was advised to stop that act for her not to end her life in a sudden death. Stop trading with her life. Now look at the next example. Say the woman had 2 nations in her womb. He's talking about the woman that is pregnant, having twins if possible. Now let's move forward. We have a lot of examples, but second time we may just limit ourselves to this. But notwithstanding, let me just give you one. Let me give you one. You may say a good product sell itself. Product sells itself. This is what? This is beyond the dictionary meaning. Talking about quality product will normally attract good customers. Now let's go to the next one. It's going to be the last here. Say, ironically, the stubborn goat came to class today early. The stubborn goat came to class early today. Now you must know that you are not attending class with a goat, but they are referring to woman. That's why they use the word ironically, opposite meaning, opposite of goats, to be a human being, to be a man. Now, the stubborn goat came to class earlier today. So that person used to come late before. So fortunately, he came earlier. So let's move forward. Next example. We have various examples that we can use under the connotation of a thing. We use the one that she has a razor tongue. When somebody has a razor tongue, this is talking about the person that talk a lot, who is a talkative. Now let's move on now to the main point. Remember, from the title of this message of this topic say denotation, connotation, hyphen, figure of speech. So now this is the figurative aspect of it now, and I want you to listen attentively. Now, figure of speech is the figurative use of language. Now, what I want you to know, point worth noting here, is that the use of connotation can now be discussed thoroughly. Because it seems that it is connotation that gave birth to figure of speech. Now, it will be discussed thoroughly. According to each class of word, figure of speech. Now, the first one, figure of speech is an extension. That's what I want to know. It's an extension. That's why I say it's one that gives birth to it. It's an extension or classification of the word connotation. It gives lives and vividness to writing effects. It gives life and vividness. When we're talking about vividness, what do we mean by vividness? It means clearness. To what? To written. To writing effect. It creates an effect. because this is the obvious reason why most writers, predominantly make use of it. Why they make use of what? Of figure of speech to beautify their writing, to color their writing, to make their writing to be appear in a distinctive form. And figure of speech can never be overruled. Even though in your writing letter you can use your figure of speech, when you make use of figure of speech in writing common letter, they will rate you as a good student. Yes. You have to mix it to common letter, you have to mix it, merge it together, coordinate it with the use of figure of speech, the use of connotation word to make it to appear more distinctive. So now let's not waste our time. There are several types of figure of speech, but few. Let's focus on the commonest one that they normally use in our everyday examinations. The one that we can normally come across in examination, not for the sake of time constraint. Are you getting it? Now, the rest of which is popularly known by us is what? Is simile. There are several figures of speech. Let's discuss the commonest one. Now, simile. I believe this is not your first time hearing the word simile. Using the word as or like in comparison. It's an indirect comparison. Indirect what? Comparison. E.g., and you may say the boy is as hard as iron. Indirect comparison using the word like or as. I believe you have noticed, so you don't waste more time here. The boy is as hard or as strong as lion, or as hard. Let's use one. The boy is as hard as iron. Now I'm going to the next one, which is what? It's a little bit closer to simile, but it's about without using the word as or like. This one is what? It's a direct comparison. Direct comparison with the absence of as or like. Now, e.g., what do we have there? We may use any word that we like, depending on our understanding. You may say the boy is a lion. This is a direct comparison. The boy is a lion in the field of play. The boy is a lion. So a lot of examples that we can use. You may say John is a dirty pig. See his uniform. Because his uniform is dirty. If I now say dirty pig. Another example. John is a dirty pig. Now let's proceed. Now, next figure of speech that we are going to use is personification. I believe this one is also popularly known by you. Personification. This is using transferring the attribute of woman to non-woman. Are you getting it? Transferring the attributes of human beings to non-human beings. I'll give you an example. Non-human beings to non-living thing, to inanimate objects. Now, you say, e.g., you see the trees are dancing, or a pregnant cloud. Pregnant cloud is also a good example of personification. Pregnant cloud. Can a cloud get pregnant? No. He's talking about that it's about to rain. Let me say, example number 2. Say my file moves from one table to the other. One table to table, from table to table, from table to table. Are you getting it? To the great employment opportunity. My file move from table to table, which land me to get this opportunity of employment. File move from hand to hand. All these are what are typical examples of figure of speech. Now let's go to the last one before we call this class When we round up this class, we come to the end of this class, but we have a lot of them. Paradox. I want you to know this. Paradox. I believe this is not your first time you are hearing the word paradox. Paradox is a statement. A statement which at first reading is a statement at which a statement which at first reading appears or seems absurd, radical, nonsensical, or contradictory. But when closely examined, or consider, make much sense. Make much senses. Now look at the example, e.g. Teach Us by T.S. Eliot. This word is made by T.S. Eliot. Teach us to care and not to care. How does this statement stand? Teach us to care and not to care. You can see that this statement stand contradictory, they go against one another. But the bottom line is not perfect. The message that T.S. Eliot is trying to pass across here is that teach us to care for valuable things. Teach us to care for the things that are worth to be cared for. Teach us to care for those things that need our care. Teach us to pay attention to those things that need our attention and not to care about at all, not to pay attention to those people that do not need our attention, that do not need to be cared for. That is the message. Now, with the example so far, I believe you are given one or two things that will color your exam, that will color your effort in your forthcoming examination as regards denotation and connotation in our English usage, present world English usage, which should make you to perform excellently. We should make you to perform in a timely manner. We should make you to sound as a responsible English language student. Because some virtues have been passed across to you as regards the topic we just discussed now. But for you to know that there are a lot of figure of speech that we need to discuss. But for the sake of time, I just need to come to the end of the lecture. But I will just run a list of them to you. You have figure of speech like oxymoron, which is also similar to this paradox. But it works on, and it's about contradictory words side by side. This is not about statements. E.g., when we're talking about oxymoron, it's placing words that contradict each other side by side, words that go against each other side by side. In an example, you may say the orange is bitter sweet. Hope you understand. You can see bitter and sweet, they go against each other. So it's oxymoron as a figure of speech. The figure of speech that work on the contradiction between words and another. The contradiction between words that are placed side by side. The orange is bitter sweet. Or you may say the little giant. See, little and giant, how do they sound? They go against each other. Little and giant, they are not the same thing at all. Little and giant, you say the little giant. How does that sound? Sound ironical. Sound absurd. Sound radical. And now we have another one. Another examples. It can be referred to as what? It can be referred to as euphemism. I would also like you to know this. Euphemism. Look at this. Euphemism. euphemism. This is using an unpleasant situation, or things that these that are not pleasant in a pleasant manner or ways. Now look at the example, e.g. they say I am going to restroom or I am going to comfort station or White House. This you use all this word in a pleasant way, whereby the actual saying that you are going to what, to where, to maybe toilets. You want to use the toilet, maybe you are first. So that is an ideal use of what? Of euphemism. So we have a lot of examples of them. We have the example which is pun, that is play on words. Talking about pun, the 3-letter word is the play on words. Pun as a figure of speech, play on words. We have another one, Singlish. We have another one, metonymy. We have another one. We have a lot of them, but I just narrow it down so that these are the ones that I normally use. And that one that is popularly used as well is what? Is hyperbole. This is what? Exaggeration or overstatement. E.g. he prepared or she prepared a mountain of apple. Prepare a mountain of apple is not possible. Or the whole world gather on my birthday. All these are good examples of hyperbole. It's an exaggeration. It's an overstatement. So with the examples so far, I believe you have had an understanding of the word figure of speech. So thank you so much for listening. What I just wanted to do is for you to go for further readings. Go and make your own research and get more understanding as regards this topic we just finished. To expand your scope of reasoning, to make you to be more better. Use all the examples that we are going to use, study them thoroughly, read other books that can shape your understanding as regards the topics. Ask questions. Move to those people that know it better than you. Brainstorm with them. Look at them, learn to want to gain from them. Be an inquisitive, struggling to know more. Be asking questions oftenly, and be a voracious reader. When you read more, you will be enlightened. When you read more, you will know more. Don't never stop learning. But the way you stop learning is the way you start dying. Are you getting it? You learn. When you learn, what you know, you surely put it through. What you know, we always put it through. The difference between what you know and what you don't know is mean go and learn again. There are things you have already known, go and relearn them. There are things you don't know, go and learn them. Relearn, and open your mind to new things. Open your mind to new information. And as you do, you continue to develop yourself. You continue grooming yourself to be better than you are yesterday. Thank you very much. God bless you. Wishing nothing but success in your exam. Good luck.